Hi guys, I'm Kasha. Welcome to the channel, to my wonderland, and welcome to another coffee time. Since I have been accumulating DVDs, I got some second-hand in England, I got some at the Intercomic convention, and I also got some from Saturn, which is normally where I get most of my movies. So they've been just piling up there, and I decided it is time to make a DVD haul. I had actually so many movies that I had to split this into two. So today we're going to be checking out some of the horror movies that I have been purchasing lately. And in the other video, I'm just gonna add everything that it's not really 100% horror. So in today's video, we have 14 different movies, and I'm gonna go a little bit quickly through them so that this video is not extremely long. And some of them are very basic editions, and I have others that are nicer editions. So let's check them out. First, we have a very simple edition of Child's Play, and the reason why I got this one I will explain to you in a second, and it is Child's Play 3. But since I'm collecting also the German editions, in the German editions the movies are called Chucky, Chucky 2, Chucky 3, you know. So I do love these covers. They're very simple, but I love them, and I just decided to pick this one up. Here is a little bit of a close-up of the cover, and here's the back. Next, we have a steelbook from a movie that I've always loved, and that is Silent Hill. This is the limited edition to DVDs, and it is from the first Silent Hill movie. I've always been a fan of both the games and the movies, so I saw this one secondhand for I believe only €2, so I decided to pick it up, and like I said, it is the 2 DVDs edition. Then while in England, I picked up a horror movie that actually Jeff found. We were in a secondhand store, and I have no idea if this is gonna be good. Probably not, but I am a lover of this kind of movies, and that movie is Anna. And I said I'm a fan of these movies because I love horror movies that have to do with dolls. It's just something I've always liked. I know they don't tend to be the best movies ever, but I'm just attracted to those kind of movies, so I'm a sucker for movies that have dolls. And this one says, Anna, she's in control now. So why not? I mean, creepy doll, and it was only, I believe, £2 or something like that. So let's just take it home. So here's how the cover looks like. And on the back, it says here, find her, kill her. It says here on the back that 2 brothers kidnap a doll, a rare doll from a paranormal museum, with the plan of living with the doll for 7 days. Their goal is to document the doll's strange behavior and the happenings and put their footage online, and to make money. But of course things don't go the way they planned, and they end up in this killing game with the doll, and sounds cool to me. And I'm really excited to check this one out this winter. Then at the same secondhand store in England, I got Pet Sematary 2 because I believe I have this one in Spain but with a Spanish title, so I wanted to have the regular English edition, so I just picked it up. That's the only reason for this pickup, and also because the new movie is coming out next year, I believe April 2019, and so it is the perfect time as well to rewatch Pet Sematary 1 and 2. So like I said, this is a very basic edition, nothing special about it. And here is as well the back of the movie. Next, we have a movie that I found at the Intercomic, and let me explain to you why I picked this one up. It is called Magic, and there were a couple of reasons why I picked up this movie. The first reason is it is a horror, psychological kind of movie, and I love that kind of stuff, and I have not watched this one yet. Another reason is because it says here it's from the producers of Pan's Labyrinth, which I know mostly it's just for selling purposes. You know, it doesn't guarantee that the movie is gonna be any good, but I couldn't, you know, I just couldn't stop myself from liking that. And then also because it is by a Spanish director, it is a movie from Sebastián Silva, and I tend to like, you know, Spanish horror movies or horror movies done by a Spanish director. But I'm super excited about this movie because I really didn't know about it. There are just too many movies out there. And here's also for you guys the back of the movie. Not long ago, I made a video about horror movies that are based on real events. And one of the movies that I mentioned in that video was Henry, the portrait of a serial killer that was based on the life of a real serial killer. So I found Henry. And this is a really cool Blu-ray edition of the movie, and it was the last one that they had. And when I had it in my hands and I was walking on the stores, a couple of people asked me where I had got this movie, so I snatched it at the perfect moment because it was actually also very cheap. It was, I think, $4.99, and I didn't own a copy, and I thought, you know, I have to own a copy of this, especially this cool edition. And this movie, like I said in my other video, it was done and then nobody wanted to release the movie because of all the gore and the violence in the movie and stuff. And then I believe 1 or 2 years later, then finally saw the light. And it is a movie that a lot of people love and appreciate in the horror community. Let me quickly show to you this special edition. And here's also the back of the movie, and then it's like a slip thing here, so you can just pull here the Blu-ray out. And the coolest part is that it looks like this. I thought it was gonna look like a regular movie, but it doesn't, and it's fantastic. I love this. And then it's also a special edition with 2 discs, so it's pretty cool. Then I have another movie that I've actually mentioned in one of my movie compilations as well. I believe it was about movies that have to do with magic. I think I did that one a couple of months ago, and I did mention Lord of Illusions by Clive Barker, and I found this director's cut edition. I believe I found this one, yeah, at the Intercomic for €2, and I decided to pick it up. Here's the cover, and here it says director's cut. And here's the back. It looks pretty simple. And here's how the inside looks like. Then I got Krampus, the Christmas Devil. I remember last year I purchased a Krampus movie, but it was not this one because there are many Krampus movies out there. So I also found this one at the Intercomic for only €2, so I thought, perfect for this winter, another Krampus. So here's how the cover looks like, and here is the back. The next pick is also something that I found at the Intercomic, and also only for €2, and that is the mini-series of Frankenstein. So here is the cover. This is how it looks like, and I never get tired of watching and reading reinterpretations of Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. And you know, everybody knows the story, but it is cool to see what different directors and actors do with it. And here is the back, and this is also one of those slip cover ones. And then we have here the mini series, and it is great. It is in perfect condition, and I only paid €2 for it. Then another movie that I found at the Intercomic, it was Open House, and it reminded me immediately to the Netflix exclusive Open House movie, which was a little bit disappointing. Like, the end was disappointing to me. I was enjoying the movie, and then we fucked it up, and that was disappointing. But anyways, we got this one because Tricia Helfer is here, and Anna Paquin, and a lot of people that we recognize, and we have not watched this movie yet, so we decided to pick it up. So here's how the cover looks like, and here's the back. On the back it says that it's a mix from Psycho and Mother's Day, so those are big names, and we will see if this movie is any good. So there is a horror movie that it was based on, Alice in Wonderland, that I kept on seeing on the Saturn every time I went there, but I never really picked it up. And the other day I found that they had this edition that compiled the first movie and the second movie, and it was relatively cheap, so I decided to pick it up. And that is Alice 1 and 2, and to be honest, I'm not expecting anything from these movies. I don't have high expectations at all. It's just basically a horror retelling of the whole Alice in Wonderland story. So I'm interested only to see what they've done with the characters, with the design and things like that, because I don't think that plot-wise it's going to be like extremely amazing or anything, but I am curious to see what they've done with the story. So here's how the cover looks like, and we have here the Mad Hatter, and here we have the White Rabbit, and here's the back, and we have the first movie and the second movie. Then I decided to purchase a movie that I always liked and I didn't have a copy of, and that is Dead Silence. And I know a lot of people might not like this movie because, again, it has to do with dolls, but I just loved it. I love it. It's one of my favorite ones with dolls, and I didn't have a copy, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get it because this is also a nice edition. I mean, it's a very simple DVD edition, but I do like this cover. So here is the cover, and I think it is simple but fantastic. And here is the back. The next movie is a movie that I have seen around and I wanted to check it out, but I never did, and now it was on sale, so I decided to pick it up, and that is Viral. And this cover does remind me to The Strain or things like that. And I love the simplicity of this cover as well, and it has to do with a virus, obviously, and I love that kind of stuff. I love movies that have to do with, you know, virus and horror and or viruses and science fiction. Like, I just love that. So here's the cover, and it gives me a little bit the Strain vibes, and I'm really excited. I hope it's good. If you've already watched it, let me know down below. And here's how the back looks like. And the last thing that I have to show you, it is a little cute box, and that is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. And when I saw this box, I wanted it, and I didn't know if I was gonna buy it, but then I ended up leaving the store with it. So here it is, and it is a tin case, and it includes 3 different CDs. It has a DVD and 2 Blu-rays, and one of the Blu-rays, it's just bonus material for 160 minutes in total. And it also includes a couple of posters, so I decided to pick it up. Here is the back and how it looks like. And you open it like so, and it looks pretty simple inside. It's nothing special. It comes with 3 different cute mini posters. I'm gonna quickly show them to you, but some of them are in German. So this is my favorite one actually, because it's Elvira at the movies. The next poster is also in English, and I also love this one a lot because it has different characters from the movie. And the last one, it's the one with the German titles. So here it is. And this is my least favorite one. I don't know, there's something about the combination of these colors and stuff. I don't know. This is like definitely the one that I like the least, so I would not really hang this one. And then the CDs, the 3 discs, come here in this little kind of like sleeve booklet kind of thing. And you can see here the 3 different ones. Like I said, there is a DVD, a Blu-ray, both containing the movie, and then there is an extra Blu-ray with 160 minutes of extras. Alright you guys, so these are all the horror movies that I have been collecting lately. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you know these movies, which ones are your favorite ones. Let me know all your thoughts down below. And since Christmas is coming, can you recommend me any good horror Christmas movies? Leave all your recommendations down below. Thanks so much for watching you guys. Give the video a thumbs up for support, subscribe to the channel. All my other social media as always is listed down below for you guys, and I hope to see you all in the next coffee time. Bye!